What are we about to go and do?
We're going to build a round belly back.
We're going to build Arch a new bow. So he's getting to be a big kid now.
Yeah.
And he's outgrown all the bows that I've had for him in the past, and he needs a new one. So I figure we'd make him something really cool, and Arch has come up with the idea of making a red belly black theme, which I think is pretty mad. So I've got some timbers picked out there, and I'm going to build him one of my Keelback model bows. He's actually quite strong, so I think something around 20 pounds at his draw length at the moment will work quite nicely, because he can pull, like he pulls his brother's bow, and his brother's bow is a little bit heavier than that even. So we'll make him up a nice little Keelback and run the red belly black theme. And we'll see how it turns out. So I'll take you guys on the journey of crafting Archer a nice little custom bow for himself.
Yeah.
Let's go up to the shed.
Yeah.
So, headed up to the workshop. No, other bench up the end there. In the sun, around there, keep going. Yep, up on that bench. And that one. And put him up so the white's on the top. There we go. Alrighto, so I've we picked out some pieces of wood to go with his red belly black theme. I've got this really pretty heavy fiddleback jarrah that's going to go on the belly of the bow. And the really cool thing about the jarrah is Ollie's custom Keelback has the same belly wood, so I think it's really cool that the boys have a bit of a connection in their bows there. He's got a wenge main beam in his bow, so a nice dark black sort of colour, and this accent cut here is where we're going to put in this pinstripe, and then a red colour timber inside that as the actual grip throat. So I think it's going to come out really nice as a red belly black theme. He's picked out black glass on the back of the bow, and then the really fancy belly veneer, so that will be pretty nice, I think. Excited, Arch?
Yeah.
Let's get stuck in, hey?
Yeah.
Just go straight across. We've got a white line all the way there. Yep, cool. Alright, that's our centre mark. Awesome. Now, next thing we need to do, we do one across this way, like that, and draw it across. That's it, all the way across. Good. Beautiful. And then we need to do one, hang on, that way. That's it, all the way across. Cool. Right, now what we're going to do,
I just need to hold on to be at the bench. I need to hold on. Just like do this
Can we
stuff.
draw one across there?
Sure. This. This.
That side. Yep, same side you're on there. That's it. You got it? Yep, that's good. Cool. And we got one on that side, don't we? There's one there. All right, now we can get it all lined up. I need one more. Need one more across there. It's got a bump, so that's okay. Just do the best you can. Yep, and go up. And come back the other way. Yep, that's good. Perfect. Awesome. All right, now what we're going to do is put this piece and put that bit down flat. And put that piece up on top of that piece and line that line up with that line.
Yeah.
And put it up top.
Can't really.
Line him up. Like that.
Right.
Now, can we see down there? Does it line up that way? That line up? Does it line up pretty good? I think that lines up pretty good. Okay. So we got our lines lined up. Can you hop back up on the hop back up again? Now what we got to do is draw along there. So can you get the pen?
I can't really see. Can you flip it around so I can see?
Yeah. Can you hold the camera? Can you hold the camera? Hold it in there. There we go. Alright. Grab the pen. You draw along that corner. If I hold it there. Perfect. All the way to the edges. Yep, that's good. That's good. And get your head out the way. Yep, and do in that bit. All the way around. Awesome. Okay. Now what we're going to do... Can you hold the camera now? I'm going to draw some lines. Okay, got it? Something like that is what we need. Okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to cut this curved piece out first, inside. We're going to cut that curved piece out and then we'll get them to fit together. And then we can put this piece in and make that go around there. What do you reckon?
That's if we can.
I reckon we can. Make that fit.
It might snap.
Sweeping lines. There you go, got that one. Keep going. Get him nice and loose. And try again. No, other way. There you go. And pop him off and you pick it up and show me. Yep. Pick it up. And pick it up and show me. Over here. What's that?
It's a red belly.
Red belly black riser block.
Yeah.
For your bow, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. So we just roughed out, rough shaped Archer's little bow. Cleaned up the sides of the riser a little bit. You see the mosaic in it, change of tones, really good, nice glue lines. So you can see these little keelbacks are only 30 mils wide and up to the tips. So I've done nocks in this tip, I'm just going to cut nocks in the other tip. Set you guys up down here. Let's see how that goes. It's pretty easy, so I've got it marked. Alright, so nocks are done, nice and even in the back. Next up, we'll go down to the house and make up a string. Alrighty, so we're back up here at the shed on the bench. I've just twisted up a string to go on Archer's little bow, so I'm going to give that a try and see what that looks like. So I'll try and set you guys up somewhere and I'll just pull string it. I'll just set you up here. Should be able to see this. If I can't pull string this on my knee, then we've got problems. Alright, so string's on. Not really centered. Gotta get the string centered in the nocks before we can assess anything. Okay, so there's it. That's a really nice looking little brace profile. Pretty big brace height, but that'll be okay for Archer because he's only little. Looks like we may have a little bit of a twist. No, not a twist, just the nocks not centered. So this is actually roughed out really nice, but yeah, look at that. I'll flip around so you can see the handle pattern. So really cool looking little bow. So what I will do next is just check the tiller on the board, on the bench. So I'll just go and grab a square. So this is just a straight up a normal carpenter's square. I'll just put a carpenter's square on the limb. So I've got the carpenter's square at 200, and at the very fade tip on that riser where that fade runs out, you can see there it's at the 3, so that's 170. And on this side, which is the top, there we are at 165. So we're a little out of tiller. So this bottom limb is a bit soft, so I'm going to have to rip a bit of wood out of this top limb tip, and you can kind of see the shape of it is a bit off, so we'll fix that up. But yeah, just need to take a little bit of weight out of this top limb because it's a bit stiff, and then we'll be money. But yeah, it looks good. I'll just get a rough idea of the weight of it first. I'll chuck it up on the tiller tree and we'll get a look at the weight. So I'll pause it and we'll take it over to the tree. Alrighty, so I've just brought the little bow over to the tiller tree. It's really easy to see now how imbalanced the limbs are. Like, there's obviously a much bigger gap here than there is here, but I can correct that on that limb, that's no worries. What I want to do is sort of see what kind of draw weight we're actually getting out of this thing. I'll set those scales up, and I know the riser on this, I believe, at the moment is 2.5 inches. I'll just check that. So 2 inches. Yeah, so we're actually at nearly 3 inches. So for a 26-inch draw, I only need to go down to 23 inches on this, and we'll see where we're at. £25 at 26 inches, and that's actually pretty much bang on what I needed, because Archer only draws quite short. He doesn't need a lot of draw weight. So next thing I'll do is correct out that tiller. Correcting out that tiller is actually going to drop a little bit more draw weight, but right now that's looking really, really nice. So I'll correct that tiller out with some 40 grit, and then we'll continue. Alrighty, righto, so I'll just check this again. So we're at 165 there, so 160 to the 4 and then 5, and on the bottom limb we are at 167. So I'm still 2 mils negative. So I'll hit this with a bit more. So I've just got to sand it on this top limb. So what I'm aiming for is a dead even. Aiming for a dead even tiller. So I've just hit it a little bit more. Flip this around. See what we got. Okay, so top limb is 165. Bottom limb is also, bottom limb is also 165. So now we have a dead even tiller. So I'll chuck it up on, we'll walk back over, go back up on the tillering block. I'll set you guys up again. Okay, so you can see there, much nicer shape in the limbs, much more even, looks really good. I'll chuck you guys here quickly, and we'll have a rip on this and see what we get. If we lose a couple more pounds, if we lost another pound or two, that's fine. I really am not too fussed. Okay. Yep. So pretty much bang on 25 pounds at 26 inches, which is perfect. I wanted it about 5 pounds lighter than Ollie's one, and it is about 5 pounds lighter than Ollie's one. So next stage is going to be our limb alignment, which is really good. Maybe a tiny little tweak just to get that tip over. That's just cutting a knock in slightly deeper, so that's easy. And then same on this one, might just adjust that a little bit of the recurve just here with some sandpaper. We can do that, but next step will be cutting out the grip, cutting out the throat, cutting out the shelf, and then we'll be into it. Super cool. So full draw on this little bow is 26 inches, so if I keep my index finger forward like that and pull it, yeah, very fast. Peel it. Alrighty, so Arch has peeled the tape off his bow this morning, up to the points that I need it. I need this little piece on here for shaping the nocks, which is what I'm going to do next. I'll do the grip overlay and cut all the shelf and everything out shortly, but this is a look at the belly laminations. This beautiful figured jarrah. Really does look like Snake's belly scales, so his red belly black theme is coming along really nice. So I'm going to go into a sped up thing, and I'll go through shaping out these nocks. Alright, so we've just finished up cutting the nocks and blending the front of the limb in to the nock. So that's roughly done. I can take that tape off. Next step is going to be put a little center mark at the tip of the limb and then shape the limb tips even. So I'll do that and then we can continue. Apologise for the shadows. It is like that in the middle of the mornings. Put yours there and bring them up. Alrighty, so there it is. There it is all strung. Looking really nice. beautiful shape. String is sitting nicely in the middle of the limbs, both ends. So next step will be doing the handle. Alright, so for the moment I just want to take off this excess glue on both sides, get it down to a square block, and then I'm going to do some shaping in the shelf, cut the handle grip out, some small stuff like that. We'll get that done, and then once that's all done, then we'll be able to cut the shelf in and get it really looking like a little bow now after that. Alright, so I'm just setting back up, just setting this up to reset the center line down the length of this bow. That's going to then be a guide for where I cut the shelf out. So I've got a few marks here. So that one's the bottom of the shelf. That one's the top of the shelf. So the shelf front's going to come down to there. So even a little under this line, basically here. That shelf top is going to get cut straight across like that. The front of the shelf radius I'm not having much luck with this today. So I'll radius the front of the shelf, radius the entire shelf on that corner. You can't, really can't have any sharp corners. I can establish a rough center line here on the belly side, because we're actually going to cut into the limb anyway. And the other thing that I will do is actually transcribe on this waistline, because these bows are narrower than a standard bow. There's lots of waist that doesn't need to be there. They're only very light poundages, so they don't need the full width of the glass like what adults bows need. So there's actually quite a bit there that's got to come off in terms of just the limb width. I'll retape this belly side with some tape, some other tape, and put those lines back in. I do like a fairly big shelf. So that's 3.5 inches. That's sort of where I'm going to start my shelf cut. So from here, and I like to have a really nice big open window on my bows. That's how I've always sort of made them. So I make big open windows. Just gives you a bit more room to see. So what I need to do now is actually clamp this onto the table, hog out off all this glass so that I can then put a cut in with the bandsaw. I'm also going to cut across the back glass here in 2 spots so that I can shape the handle. I'll do those cuts with the hacksaw. And the reason we do these cuts is just to pop out a little piece of the glass so that we can get the bandsaw in to cut the timber. So this is likely going to get very shaky very fast. So I've got a little bit of room there left to actually finish the radius. Next thing I need to do is grab a different rasp to actually hog out all that material that I don't need on the glass faces. I can do a little bit here. Video now. What's up, sweetie? Alright, so what I'm doing is just taking the glass here down to the line to try and get the glass out of the way so that I can cut the wood, all this wood here that's in between. I want to just bandsaw all of that off, so I just got to get the glass out of the way so it doesn't ruin my bandsaw blade, and then I'll be able to make that cut and finish it off super quick. So what you got there?
My new bow.
So it's all rough cut.
Yeah.
Should we do some shaping so you can shoot it?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's do that.
Yeah.
So what's that you've got there?
My new bow.
What is it?
A red bellied black bow.
That's right. You can show people?
Yeah.
All right, you want to have your first shot out of it?
Yeah.
All right.
I also want to show people at the club.
Okay. All right, you do your shot. Whoops.
Just go on there.
Let him down. Dad needs to serve you string, hey?
That's hard.
Good job, dude. Happy? Super cool?
Yeah.
Okay. Pull it all the way back. Nice one.